Hi everyone. Um, do you guys would like to know what is straight cut, cross cut, and bias cut? If you don't know what I'm talking about, stay until the end because I'm going to show you what is a straight cut, cross cut, and bias cut. Okay, guys. So I have this fabric. I'm not sure if you guys see the edge of it. So this will normally be on a roll. Um, I'm trying to see if I can pull out a roll to show you guys. Um, okay, so I found a little um roll right here. This is the vinyl, but it's okay because I just want to demonstrate what is crosscut. Okay, so the line on the center of the fabric, it's called straight cut, and the one that is the line that runs parallel to the edge of the fabric, which is this part, right? And then the line right here, it's it's called straight cut. The line that goes across is called cross cut. So when somebody says, I need you to cut binding 3 of an 8, actually 3/8, 1 inch and 3/8, which is what I'm going to cut in a bit. Cross cut, it will be this way. Straight cut will be this way. But there's another one, it's called bias cut. And the bias cut, it goes like this. It's a slanted line. So when you cut binding, you cut it on a bias cut. That is because the binding has an advantage of stretching out a bit, or kind of that is the one of the case. And the other thing is that it kind of molds better on curves and other lines on your garments. Straight cut, it's if you use straight cut on a curve, it becomes how you call that, weird looking, because the inner line and the outer line are not the same, versus if you do it on a bias, it kind of adjusts itself to different lines. So that's why you do it on bias. But some other cases, like if you do it on a neck line, bias cut is not the best. You could do cross cut, which it will be this way. So to summarize, straight cut runs parallel to the edge of the material. Cross cut is the one that you cut across the width, right? And then bias cut is the slanted line. Having that in mind, today I'm going to cut the binding. I'm just going to take this away because that was just for a demonstration. Um, so here we go again on a real fabric. This is the edge, right? You see how the companies print their information on it, like right here. If you guys see, you see how it is. This is the side of the fabric. So this is called the straight cut, up and down. Let's just call this up and down, and then across will be cross cut, and then we have slanted. Right. So when you do cut bias, you waste a lot of fabric because you have to literally go like this. You see, this is how it is, it's slanted, right? So then you trace your line like that, and then you cut it. However, I found a better way, and actually saw this one on a video, that people do this. They cut it slanted. Of course, the grain line doesn't change at all. It's just the way how you cut your binding. So I went ahead and folded it, and then you kind of roll it in a bit. So let's do it. Roll it like this. A little bit um thick right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to cut it with my scissors. Maybe that's gonna be another problem. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that right now because it's long. I purposely did long because I'm gonna cut some straps out of it. So basically, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do this. But if you're cutting bias, um, not as long as mine in this case, then you could use the other method. I'm gonna show you guys at the end. So my ruler, it is 1 inch and 1/8, I think. Let me see. Let's check again. It's one. Okay, okay. So this is 1 inch and 1/8. So this is too narrow. But I have a another ruler that is 1 1/4, I think. So let's see. Let me measure this one. This is 19, 1 1/4. Okay, so this is 1 1/4. So I don't really need to trace the lines because this one is already 1 1/4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trace a line across so I can cut it straight. See, one line, two lines. So the pencil, it's slightly thick. By the time I get to the other side, because I need 1 inch and 3/8, and that's exactly what I'm getting here. See, people use paper underneath and so on. That's okay if you want to do it. Um, I don't really use it, but I mean, for better cutting, it's good to do it because that way you have your lines straight. And the thing is that with the binding cutting, um, you really need to have straight lines. So this time I'm not going to use my scissors. I'm going to use my um, semi production cutter because it's slightly thicker. I could use the sample cutter, but sample cutter is for a few layers and not too thick material. When you use thicker material, then you have to use your spiral CV kind of cutter. So I'm going to show you guys right now. This is my cutting machine. So if you see, I can go up to here with the fabric. So that means that I can go up to, let's see, it's almost 1 1/2 inches. It's actually 1 1/4 inches thickness. I can go with this, and I can cut more layers with this and thicker material. So make sure you also your cable is pushed in right here when you use it. Right now I have it on storage, so I'm just gonna turn it on, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna try to sharpen it. So these guys come with a little button right here where you can push the I don't know how you call that, the sharpener stone. I think that's what it is. See? That's to make the blade sharper. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. So I don't know if you guys see my hand. Not sure if I should move my camera this way so you can see the full action. Okay, so let's do it. So now with this one, I go straight. This is super important to go straight. One, three. It is recommended. It is recommended that you wear gloves. There are some gloves made out of steel, and even if you kind of get too close to your hands, it's you will be safe. But in this case, I'm not using. I just keep my hand away. You see, I'm done. If I would have done like with scissors, it would have taken me longer. So this became a little bit deformed, this one. So I'm going to leave that at the end. These lines are great. So I don't know if you can see it from the camera. I think I'm good here. So I have enough. I'm doing using some for strap and some for neckline.